What is going on, guys? Santi here, bringing y'all another video. I hope you're all having a great day filled with peace, love, and positivity. And if you're not, just know that there's going to be better days moving forward. There wouldn't be the good without that bad. So you got to be able to appreciate the negative moments, even those days where you feel like complete shit. Anyway, I'm going to be telling you guys a story today, but before I get into the story, I got to let you guys know something really quick. I'm not making this video to glorify the use of this or persuade you guys into doing it yourselves or giving you any piece of advice on doing it yourself. I'm strictly making this video for comedic and entertainment purposes only. I'm just trying to give you guys a laugh. That's it. At the end of the day, I just don't want to deal with backlash for making this video. Alright, now let's get into this story. So, for those of you that don't know what LSD is basically the street name for a psychedelic drug called lysergic acid dithylamide. And what that does is this drug induces a trip in an individual or hallucination that can last 8 to 12 hours. So within this 8 to 12 hours, usually an individual will be feeling a complete sense of euphoria. He'll see a lot of different colors, alterations in the way his brain visualizes different aspects of the world, as well as some really crazy alterations in their thinking patterns, in the way they think about their everyday life, and an overall sense of gratitude and appreciation for everything around you. So now getting into my acid trip, it takes place on my birthday with a couple of my friends, and we had all started out with 2 tabs, and I decided to be super ballsy and up the dosage, and I upped it to 5 tabs. So I'm sitting on about maybe 780 UG of pure LSD. So within 20 minutes the LSD kicks in. I look down at my hands and they're super sweaty, just like the Niagara Falls, just flowing with sweat. And I look at them one more time and the individual fingerprints that I had just started moving around and completely shifting off my hands, and I was just so confused, like, oh shit. Alright, so knowing that my trip is going to take full effect very soon, I decide that I would lay back, relax, and close my eyes. So as I close my eyes, I see this little wizard thing walking towards me, and it starts walking closer, and then as soon as it gets like right up in my face, like our noses are touching, and his nose is long as fuck, mind you, and it goes, "You are not prepared for your trip." And I'm like, yo, Mini Gandalf, yo, you gotta hop the fuck up out of here, dog. Like, yo, you're giving me bad vibes. And he's like, oh shit, my bad, my bad. And it was just like the funniest thought that I ever had to myself, because I was in complete control with my imagination. So my eyes are still closed, and Mini Gandalf looks at me and he's like, yo man, he's like, while I have you here, he's like, you need anything to drink? Can I get you some snacks, some beverages? He's like, man, I introduced you into my home without even saying hello. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, this is the state before your trip. He's like, we got to make sure that your mind was fully capable of you getting into this. And I'm like, alright, Mini Gandalf, I'll catch you later. I'm about to go get into it. And he's like, no, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go open my eyes. He's like, dude, don't do it. You're not ready yet. And I'm like, alright, pussy, watch me. And as I'm about to open my eyes, Mini Gandalf looks at me one last time before I open, like, the door of my mind of what I think it was. Like, I was so confused by it. He goes, okay, pussy, you're not ready. He's like, if you get in any trouble while you're out there, don't come crying to me, you dumb bitch. And I look at Gandalf one last time, and I'm like, Gandalf, dude, you can't call me a pussy, man. I was like, it's not okay. And he goes, yes, I can do whatever I want. I'm part of your imagination, dumb bitch. And like on the word like bitch, like the long exaggeration, he starts flying away. And as it gets like a really low tone of bitch, like that's when he finally disappears. And then I open my eyes and I'm like, oh fuck, he was right. I look around for a brief moment and like look at my room, and I do not recognize it at all. I'm like looking at my walls thinking it's like one certain color, and then it starts changing colors, and I'm like, yo, the fuck? I start feeling very, very overwhelmed. I'm thinking to myself, like, what could I do to eliminate this feeling of being super overwhelmed? And then I like have this super bright idea, and there's a light bulb on top of my head, and I go, oh shit, just play some meditation music. So I throw on some Native American flute music with some fucking wilderness in the background, and yo, this is where shit starts going insane. So like the song starts out really, really smooth, and I start feeling a little bit relaxed. It's just like doo-doo, 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 like a really chill ass flute music. I can't do a good flute, I'm sorry, I'm retarded. So I'm thinking it's gonna remain this tone of just flute music and like rain pattering down on the ground, like that's it. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be really chill, really fine. And my eyes are closed, and I start like imagining the flute and like being out in the wild, and then the drums start kicking, and all of a sudden I'm in a Native American circle. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? And the drums start kicking harder, some dude starts singing war chants, and I'm like, oh shit. So the war chief walks up to me and he looks at me dead in my eyes, and he's like, you need to see the way of the bird. And I'm like, what? I was like, come again? And he's like, the way of the bird. You must visualize the way of the bird. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? And he's like, go to the cliff, jump off the cliff. And I'm like, yo, nah, this is how bad trips happen. This is how niggas commit suicide. The fuck? And I open my eyes and I'm still in my room. So I'm like, oh, okay, shit. This is just like astral projection. This is all my imagination. Cool. All right, we'll jump off the cliff. And I close my eyes again and I'm like, all right, let's go to the cliff. So we get to the cliff, and then I start really second guessing myself, and I'm like, dude, this is a really far drop. I was like, I don't know about all that. And then I start backing away from the cliff, and he's like, just jump off, you fucking pussy. And I'm like, nah, man. I was like, you can't peer pressure me into jumping off the cliff. I was like, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. And he goes, all right then. And then just Spartan kicks me off the fucking cliff, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm getting really close to the ground, I'm going hella fast, and the war chief calls out to me one last time, and he's like, you must believe in yourself, my son. And I'm like, alright, fine, fuck it, I got this. And I'm getting hella close, and I'm like, turn into an owl, turn into an owl, turn into an owl. And then I look down, and right as I'm about to hit the ground, I start flying up into the sky, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm an owl. Alright, so my best explanation of how my trip looked and what my perspective was is basically like, if you have ever played the game Far Cry Primal, and you call on your owl to go scout on enemies and figure out where enemies are, it was literally just like that. Like it was like a perfect recreation of that, but like with more beautiful landscapes, hella nice water, and it was just like the optimal trip to be in. So after I go through that whole owl stage, I like open my eyes back up and start communicating with my friends again, and like that was the most intense point of my trip. So like that was like my peak, and everything from there was just like a come down. So like the come downs of trips aren't really like the most fun to make stories of. So I figured like that's just how I'm going to end this video right then and there, because I don't really have any more to say about this trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little story. I mean, it wasn't really quick, it was like 7 minutes long. So if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to be uploading very soon. And peace.